and iPlayer.
Welcome to Friday morning on BBC One with Breakfast.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetti.
Celebrating the life and legacy of our friend and colleague Bill Turnbull after his death at the age of 66.
Hello, this is Breakfast with Sean Williams and Bill Turnbull.
Bill became one of the nation's most loved broadcasters, presenting Breakfast for 15 years. We'll speak to his former sofa partners later on the show.
We'll hear how Bill's prostate cancer campaigning saved lives and encouraged thousands of men to come forward for testing.
We'll also hear about his real passions, like his football team, Wycombe Wanderers. I'm here at their ground this morning, which was like a second home from home for 2 decades. I'll be speaking to a player, the manager and the staff who loved Bill so much and knew him so well.
And in other news, good morning from Blackpool, which will be lit up with illuminations tonight. But with the country facing an energy crisis, I've been finding out how the town is keeping the lights on.
Plus in weather, while some of you will stay dry with some sunshine at times through this weekend, there is a greater chance we're going to see some rain, heavy and thundery, especially in the west. I'll have all the details here on Breakfast.
Good morning. It's Friday the 2nd of September. Tributes have been coming in for our friend and colleague Bill Turnbull, who's died at the age of 66.
Bill presented here on Breakfast for 15 years. It was in 2017 when he revealed he'd been diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer, and he went on to encourage other men to get themselves checked out.
Bill's been remembered by those who knew him as a wonderful friend, great fun and an incredible talent. Graham Satchell has more.
Oh, no, time code. Phil.
Bill Turnbull and Sean Williams with less than a minute to go before the start of another programme.
Thank you.
Oh, 15?
Bill checking everything to make sure it's perfect.
He was just great to work with. You know, you don't get up at 3:30 in the morning for 11 years to sit next to somebody you don't like, and we got on really, really well.
Hello, this is Breakfast with Sean Williams and Bill Turnbull.
The St Paul's protesters. You know, it felt like a family. It felt like a family on set, and the Breakfast viewers felt like family to us.
Hello, good morning. This is Breakfast
With Louise Minchin
And Sean Williams.
Over the years, Bill had 14 so-called TV wives. All of them say the same things. First, that Bill was funny, always
Friday the
funny.
27th of April.
He had a really mischievous sense of humour.
It's a sign of your immense importance that you have so many people from the studio.
Man, I like immense. I don't even know what that word meant.
You need Bill as part of your entourage.
I'm not saying words like that. I don't. He ain't gonna confuse me all day.
I'll be your vocabularist.
Yeah.
Some little quirk would happen, and you'd see Bill start to laugh.
That's another one. He 2 for 2. Vocabulary.
Yeah.
What is that? I've never heard that in the States.
Walking thesaurus.
Oh my God, he's on fire! Bill's on fire, man.
And you knew that as soon as Bill started to laugh, you were not going to be able to hold it together.
Oh, he just put is. He just put is on the back of everything.
Exactly.
You've cracked the secret.
I got nothing. I thought I had something.
You're the best guestist we've had.
Guestist. Oh.
And some of my fondest moments of working with Bill were just giggling uncontrollably.
He would tell really bad jokes, and some very naughty ones as well. But that was part of his charm.
I was taking great interest in your isobars there. Would you say they were tightly packed?
They are quite tightly packed,
Yeah,
yes. I love Billy, always will, and just adored working with him. When I saw he was on in the morning, my day was already complete before we'd even started. And I'm going to miss him terribly. What a loss. What an absolute loss.
He was a brilliant, talented, insightful, sharp-eyed journalist, but at the heart of him was this really amusing, funny person that I absolutely adored working with.
We're meant to be hearing the sound
Supposed to be hearing sound of mosquitoes, but they've decided they're going to stay in bed this morning.
I mean, the day I let the mosquitoes out, for example, I mean, what were we doing even having mosquitoes on the sofa? He let himself be bitten by the mosquitoes.
Also, you have to be careful when you're trying to swat a mosquito because you can do yourself quite a lot of harm, can't you, Louise?
Thanks, Phil. So there you are, somebody who's interviewed Prime Minister letting himself be bitten live on national television by mosquitoes. He enjoyed the versatility of being able to do everything that you threw at him.
He loved the dressing up for children and leaves. He loved doing Strictly. All the spangles and the fake tan, and we used to joke about it, but he just loved that. We had a lot of laughs, and I am really going to miss that.
George Bush is walking an environmental tightrope.
Bill had a long career as a foreign correspondent. By the time he came to Breakfast TV, he was hugely experienced and extremely rigorous. He expected high standards from everyone.
He was an absolute stickler for accuracy, both in grammar and in spelling as well. And I think he called it grammar hammer.
It's to try to, not to try and.
For example, on the banned list are legendary, iconic, unique, for example.
Don't use the word iconic connected to anything. It's a cliche.
He mentored everybody on the programme. He was like the father of BBC Breakfast.
And I am definitely a better journalist because I sat next to him with that rigour for hours and hours.
He taught me everything. He taught so many of us everything about journalism and about television and about being a decent person in this industry. He was kind and compassionate and wise and a great friend, and I loved every minute of being with him, and we're really going to miss him.
When Bill was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2018, it was a devastating blow. He was an intensely private man, but spoke out publicly, urging other men to get themselves checked.
I don't think there are many people in this world who can change lives, save lives by what they say, and he did that, and I think that is an incredible legacy. And I know there'll be people, who'll be waking up tomorrow morning safe and well because of him, and that's an incredibly generous thing to have done.
Come on.
Saving other men's lives was a remarkable final act for a good man who lived an extraordinary life.
I'll remember 30 years of friendship and support and laughter. What you saw on the telly was how he was. Kind, gentle, funny, clever. Just a lovely bloke, really, and I'll miss him.
Well, as you heard in that report, in the years after his diagnosis, Bill raised awareness of prostate cancer and the warning signs to look out for after he admitted waiting too long to see his GP.
It is the most common cancer in men, with 1 in 8 being diagnosed in their lives. Our medical editor, Fergus Walsh, has more.